how you guys doing today? So I don't know what to really do for a vlog, so I'll just kind of show you my schools that I went to and everything. So I want to show you my schools and probably just show you around kind of like where I live and stuff. Well, not like where I live, but like where I kind of went to school and everything. So come along and join me for this wild ride. This is my car. This is what it looks like, and we just got new rims and hubcaps on it. So I wanted black rims because, you know, the car is red, and red is actually my favorite color. So I decided, oh well, black would probably be good, and yeah, it would look good and everything. Then my mom, she's just like, well, let's just get these like silver ones. Well, when we got them and put them on, they just ended up being black anyway. So, and then my dad, he went and bought these black and red rims, or not rims, hubcaps for it. So, and as you can see inside the car, there's like camouflage and everything, and I like camouflage. So I mean, I'm not really country, I don't really like country music or anything, but I mean, I like camouflage stuff. So I even have a mask that's like it, kinda, but yeah. And shout out to my dad. Thank you for the hubcaps. I appreciate it. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a nice fall day. The sun's out. I mean, it's kind of cloudy as you can see in the background here, so yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty nice day. Kind of chilly out, and as you can tell, it's kind of windy too. So, but other than that, like I said, it's a perfect day. Like around this time of this year, or this time of the year, they still have their leaves sometimes, and when it rains a lot, they will lose their leaves a lot. So, but right now it's kind of weird that they don't have their leaves. So, I mean, there's some trees that do still, like this one, but this tree you gotta kind of like limbo. Okay, some of these trees you gotta limbo, but it's fine. The dark clouds, it looks like it's gonna rain or something, but the sun's still out, so it's a happy day. My old high school, Mayo High, we have a clinic that's called Mayo also, so Mayo Clinic, but I don't know about how this came about to have a name like Mayo, but yeah, it's a big circle, it's a big donut, that's what we call it. But yeah, that's my old high school. A lot of memories there and everything. I mean, I miss a lot of my friends, of course, and I miss some teachers. I had this one teacher that I really liked. He was awesome. It's like he could make you laugh even if you were sad or something. It's just like he could make you laugh no matter what, and that's one thing I liked about him. And he would help you with your homework. We would also have like doors that we would go to, so they would actually name them like door 1, door 2, up to door 6. So like door 1 was like the main entrance at first, but then after I got to high school, they changed the main entrance to door 6. So they've changed a lot since I've been in school last, and the lockers even, they were like tan, or like tan like the sidewalk, let's say, and now they're green. So, because the spirit colors here are green and gold, and kind of like the Packer colors. So, but me thinking, I was like, you know, that would probably make sense. Have green lockers on the first floor and gold lockers on the second floor, but they just made them all green. So I gotta show you something too. So since COVID hit, they couldn't do the graduation like they always do. Go out somewhere and have it done. Instead, because it hit, they had to do it outside. So they made this green line on the sidewalk and had basically the cars line up, and the person would get out, get their diploma and everything, and then get back in the car and go back home. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. So this is the line I was talking about, and then they put M's over here. So this was kind of like their stage for the graduates. This is another view of the school. And then the football field is over there. And then there's like a practice football field over here too. Probably something going on here at the school. So this is like the senior parking lot. And then over there is just like the regular student parking lot. And then you gotta walk all the way to the school just to go to class. This is their trail kind of like next to the school. And they have a park over here that's behind the school, kind of by the football field. And yeah, you can hear some sirens. There's a fire truck kind of driving there. This is the baseball fields, and then they also have track over here too. And I hear more sirens, like there must be something going on. Like there's a fire truck that kind of drove by, like over here. Now there's an ambulance I see. I don't know what the heck's going on. Ball field, and then track field, and then there's the football field over there. I'll get a closer look. When I went to school here, they didn't have these white posts up in the woods here. Yes, there's woods behind our school, or my school. So, yeah, but I don't know what they're for. I was told that they're like a trail or something. This is the football field, and the lights there, as you can see. Man, it's windy out here. But I think they're doing track or something there. So, the bleachers, maybe try to get a closer look again. Other side of the field. So that turf you see over there, let's get a closer look down here. Go down the hill. Woo! Oh my god, it goes so fast! Ah! Okay, that was fun. But anyway, so this turf you see here, this is actually from the Metrodome. They tore down the Metrodome a few years ago. I'm trying to like have you guys see here. But yeah, that's the turf from the Metrodome. Like when you go in there, you can actually really see it. It's like the edge. Okay, come on, focus here. Ah! Okay, so it's like kind of right there. It won't focus. But turf, yeah, it is from the Metrodome. From the cities. The Vikings would play on it and everything. The Metrodome fell down. I don't know if anyone has, or like any of you even really heard about it. If you did, then yeah. But okay, so, and I don't know if any of you heard what they did with the turf, but yeah. So they gave the turf to Mayo High School, and now we have it. So when I was like in, I don't know, maybe 9th, 10th grade, that's when they put it on this field. So now it's just turf. And then the other high schools, they were just like, oh, why don't we get it or anything? I don't know why Mayo High School got it, but it is very squishy. It's not like grass or anything. If any of you never been on turf, that's kind of how it feels like. It's like squishy. It's kind of like, not like dirt or dirty. It's more like, it's like rubber pieces. They just like come out of the grass, the turf or whatever. But yeah, so I sat on it once too, and yeah, because it dries pretty quick too. So when it rains, it's not really wet or anything. I mean, it is a little bit after a while, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty drying, or it dries quickly. So we also have this bridge behind the school. So there's a river and a waterfall right there. So I will go up to the middle of the bridge and show you. It's so beautiful. Any time of year, it's beautiful. Doesn't matter what season it is. I'm in the middle of the bridge now, and this is the waterfall. So there's the trees and everything. It basically just goes down here. Sometimes you'll see stuff in the water. There's a tire. One time I saw a bike in here. So, and then this is the other side. This side is just so calming. Sometimes there'll be stuff over here too, but it doesn't look like there's anything in here except leaves and rocks and stuff. Of course there'll be rocks, but yeah. So, and that just goes all the way over there. So, yeah, this river is pretty nice and calming a lot of times. Our trails behind the high school, so you go over this bridge, then you go up to this map that's over there. It's like right there. There's a baseball field over here. There's a park and everything. So it's called Bear Creek Park because this river is actually it's a creek, not really a river, but I mean they will call it a river, but yeah. So there's the park over there. We'll get a closer look. So yeah, there's the baseball field over there. So and then there's this map over here. And then there's one of the trails that goes that way, but we're not going to go that way this time. So here's the map right here. It'll tell you where to go or what places you could go to. So, I mean, people will kind of draw on it, but that's fine. So, closer look at the baseball field. There's the park over there. There's a Jeep over there. It's a pretty nice Jeep. But yeah, this is Bear Creek. There's the not teepee, but like shelter thing. So you can eat hot dogs and burgers or whatever, or use the bathroom. There's also a path or a trail down this way too, but I'm not gonna go down there today and show you guys, but maybe in another vlog I will go down that way, or I might go down that way. This path leads to another elementary school and a middle school and stuff, but we're not gonna go down there today. Well, this is the baseball field over here. There's a fence like over there somewhere, and I don't think that used to be over there. So you can't go like through and go that way to like if you wanted to go to the football field. So then this is the soccer field over here. It's a big soccer field. Well, not really that big, but yeah. And then over here is like the entrance, I think, to the baseball field. Then we have some tennis courts over there. Have like another soccer field, but they use this one maybe for like practice or something. Then the one over here, I think they still use it for practice, but more for like soccer games and stuff. Then we have like another baseball field over here next to the football field. This one's more open, maybe like for gym class or for practice. Then we have some geese over here that are visiting the school, so looks like they don't really use this baseball field that much because there's like grass growing in here and some weeds, because usually you don't see that in a baseball field, so they might use that one over there more. And they have some like turf right there, and then here's kind of like a closer look at the football field. This is probably as close I can get. So, but they do lock the football field up so you can't go in there. This is the track that they have for like track and field or just for gym class or whatever. This track or this whatever used to be actually black. Now they changed it to green. I think they should have just kept it as black, but kind of closer look though, so I could probably put some pictures or maybe like a video in right here. I went to the fair, I think it was like last year, the year before, and I went on a helicopter ride. And when we were on the helicopter ride, we actually flew above the school, and I did actually get to take a video of like the turf and everything, of like what it looked like. And like I've taken some pictures because like from when we're in there or whatever, for like when they have like football games or whatever, or just when you can go in there. We have gotten to go in there because I think they left the gate open one time or something, but I did take a picture from the bleachers over here, so, and then I took a picture of the turf, so, and then yeah, and from the helicopter ride, of course, I got to take the video and see that and everything behind the bleachers, and then another view from the other side here of the school. So this would be like door 4 side. So I don't know what the heck's going on over here, but you got some poles over here, and I don't know what that thing is, but, and then some turf right here. So yeah, this ain't really that squishy, but it is on like concrete and everything. This is kind of like what they use like on sets on TV shows and everything like that. So there's some stuff over there and some more poles. Yeah, this is like what they use on sets, because this ain't really squishy, so this is more like, I don't know, fake grass. So I don't think this is probably turf. I have the tennis courts. So we've been in here for gym class too. It looks like they kind of changed this up too now. They used to be green instead of blue before, I remember. Take a look. So yeah, this is the tennis courts. Yeah, I remember us coming in here for gym class, and yeah, but I remember this being green though. I mean, of course that's green, but this was like a lighter green or something. Kind of like the track over at the football field. So there's this. Then they also have like another secret tennis court or whatever over here. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like over there. There's the door right there. So play tennis like through gym, of course, but I don't remember these being here. I don't know what those are. Maybe for like when you actually play a game. There's one right there too. Remember, we would just like play games, so like the loser would have to like go all the way down there, and then the winner would come up here. And then I think like when you're really the winner or something, you go in there. So we're going in this other tennis court now. Here's the door I was talking about. And then here's the other tennis court. Like I was saying, when you would win or something, you would come through here. Oh, and it looks like this door is open too. Huh. I guess anyone could come in here then. In here or out here. So like I was saying, the loser would go all the way down there to the last court to play against the rival, and then when you win, you go to the next one. Then if you win again, you come to this one. Then if you win again, you come to this one, and then if you win again, you go in there. But if you lose, say if you were at this court, you lose, you go there. You don't go all the way down. But if you lose, you go there. So, and so on and so forth. Right here, they have an M that is like in this garden here. So, but during the spring, you can kind of see it more because it's bloomed and everything. But yeah, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's an M. So it goes like up, down, like that. And then the sign for it. That was my high school. So on to my elementary school. My middle school, I might show it maybe in a different vlog though. So, but yeah, my middle school is not really going to be a middle school anymore, or actually a school in general. I don't know what they're doing with it, but yeah. It's my elementary school. There's the playground over there. I'll tell you the story about the playground. So they had the big one there. They had that since I was there. And then they made another one over there. They made that, I don't know, maybe when I was like 2nd, 3rd grade. And then when us like kind of older kids would try to go over there and play on it, they wouldn't allow us. They're just like, if you're in kindergarten or 1st grade, you could play on it. But other than that, it's like, if you wanted to play on it, you had to probably do that like when, I don't know, when school was done or something. Or when it was the weekend and you come over here and then do that or something. So I was at ASA. That's like an after-school academy. That's what it stands for. And when we were waiting for the buses, they used to be over here, but now they're in the front of the building. I actually stuck my tongue actually on this one, and before this was actually brown, not blue or gray or whatever color this is. I did that. They had me, and actually another kid did it too, and the teacher made us go inside, back inside, just to put water in her mouth or whatever. Like, we went to the drinking fountain and they made us just like sit at the drinking fountain until our tongues stopped bleeding, but that didn't really help. So they were just like, okay, go back to the bus because you're gonna probably miss your bus if you don't get out there. So yeah, and then we came back outside and got on the bus and went home. I have a lot of memories here. I could tell you a whole bunch of memories, like even too. So this school has changed a lot since I've been in elementary. So I was babysitting this one little girl. She went to school here too, and I picked her up one time and I went to the front of the building because I thought that's where you had to pick them up because that's what they did when we were younger. But then they changed it, and her parents didn't tell me that. So, but they were like, okay, next time when you do go pick her up at this door. So I did, and this is the door I had to pick her up at, the door where I stuck my tongue on this railing. So, like the 1st graders, they moved all the grades. Okay, so it's a Montessori school, so it's elementary and Montessori. Montessori's like E1 and E2. I don't know what E1 and E2 are. I think E1 is like 1st grade, 2nd grade, and 3rd. And E2 is like 4th and 5th grade. But I never really got the memo of that. So, yeah, anyway, so they've changed the grades. I mean, as in like the 1st graders would be like on the 1st floor or something like that. I mean, there wasn't really a 1st and 2nd floor in the school, but there was like an upstairs and downstairs kind of that made it like apart from the library, but because the library kind of separated it from being like the 1st floor and 2nd floor kind of. So, but yeah, the 1st graders, 3rd graders, and 5th graders used to be on or downstairs, and then the rest would be upstairs. They kind of changed all that. I don't know how it all is now, but yeah, they have changed a lot. And then, so Because okay, so like 5th grade, they would call it like 5th grade pod. Because like, there was like 4 classes in the 5th grade pod, and the classes were separated that way. So it'd be like 4 classes in one pod. So that'd be basically 5th grade or something. And then the one down the hall was 3rd grade. So, and then that was basically the same thing. So there wasn't many classes. It was just like 4 classes of 4th grade or 5th grade or whatever. But 4th grade, it was more like 3. But when I was in like other grades, and then when it was 4th grade or something, it was like that. It was like 4, maybe sometimes 5. Also, let me show you this. Over here, they had like an arch thing, kind of like what you have like in a garden or when you walk through. So like you walk on this sidewalk, let's say, they had like this arch, and then you go into the door. So you kind of go like under the arch, and kind of like they would have something like that for when you're married or something. But yeah, they had this arch, and then they had like no sidewalk here, over here more. They actually had some stones over here that the 2nd graders made. But it looks like they took them out, because you can tell the sidewalk is like brand spanking new. So yeah, they had like these stones, because like when I was in 1st grade, the 2nd graders that were 2nd graders at the time when I was in 1st grade, they actually made those stones. So, but this is like the Montessori side where I'm at. I don't know if it's Montessori anymore, but yeah, I think it was the Montessori people, or maybe if it was like the 2nd graders themselves or something. But they made those stones, and they put like marbles in it, they wrote stuff in it and everything, and it looks like they got rid of them. So yeah, because someone told me that they actually got rid of them, and I don't know who that was, but whoever that was, shout out to you. So no name, I don't know your name, so I don't remember who told me, but yeah, like I said, shout out to you, to the person that told me that. But yeah, and then over here, like sometimes when we did have recess or got out to play, we would play on these or just go to the playground. Play like some hopscotch and Foursquare. But they kind of need to repaint that, because they put the new sidewalk in, so Foursquare was always fun during elementary. And then they have hopscotch right over here. Sometimes it's like it was kind of hard to play this because you didn't have a rock a lot of times, so you just like so yeah. And then when they did have a rock, say if it was like on the 8 or something, you go and then you pick it up, then you do that again. Like they got new fire alarms or something, because I just saw some and they were like blue and yellow together. So that's something new too. They've done a lot to this school since I've been gone. It's crazy how things can change like that. Because I was told too that the playground that was here before they changed it was actually built about the time the school was made, I think, or around the time I went to school. And then like 20 years later, they redo the playground. But they redid a lot of the playgrounds like at all the elementary schools, I think. Then I'm on the other side now where the 5th graders would be, but now I think it's 4th grade or something over here now. Hopscotch over here, but now this one's faded. They need to repaint it. I don't know what they're gonna do unless they don't use these anymore. More Foursquare. Someone painted the sidewalk, or probably was trying to paint a picture, but then yeah, they painted the sidewalk. Then they got the bike racks where you put your bike, you parked it, and then you park it over there too. I also remember too when I was like in 5th grade, we would come from the front of the building, walk on that sidewalk over there, then walk over here, and we would line up over here. There was always like tornadoes over here. The leaves would make a tornado practically. You go through these doors and the library would be in here. And yeah, can't really see in there, but yep, that was the entrance of the library. And then like these windows you see, those were like, I don't know, they're hard to see through, but in there would be the art room. Then sometimes we would play wall ball or something, because sometimes we would play outside over here, play in the grass. We would mostly stay over here, but we would play wall ball. Sometimes the balls would get stuck in the vent up there. Looks like they got a lot of them out now, but or sometimes we get stuff stuck up on the roof up there. But yeah, good memories. Sometimes we would like go up these stairs, you know, and roll down the hill, because, you know, that's what little kids do. So, but then you go in that door there, that's the gym. Yeah, but we would roll down the hill sometimes, run down the hill. We actually took our class photo one year over here actually. Then they got more windows up here for the gym. That's the entrance to the gym. Then there's another entrance to the gym over here. Then I think it was when I was in 5th grade, we actually took a class photo in the parking lot over here. Here's the parking lot where we actually would just stand over here and take the class photo. So that's what the school's called, Ben Franklin Elementary and Montessori at Franklin. I think they're missing a letter, I think. I was in like high school or something like that. They started making these, like, it looked like a birdhouse, but it wasn't a birdhouse. They were just like book houses or whatever. It's just like a big stand and they have a bunch of books in the thing. So they call it like a little free library, I guess. So you can just like, I guess, open the door and grab a book. You can read it, bring it back. I mean, they don't kind of like really check it out or anything like when you actually do go to a library. That's the library thing. Then, yeah, when I was like in 1st, 2nd grade, I remember we would like line up over here at this door. This is the front entrance. So, yeah. And then I remember we would sit at these tables and then smell the flowers and everything. Then they have like one of those like things on the wall to let you in, because of a lot of times people that weren't really welcomed would come in or something. So now they got that. Here's a closer look at these picnic tables. And they're actually kind of big, even for like elementary schoolers. I remember we would put our fingers like in these, because like when it would rain, these would be wet, full of water. So we dip our finger in there and we would like draw pictures on the table. We would make a smiley face, or we would just draw anything like a heart, anything like that. So, and then they actually had like a garbage can in the ground. So actually it was right here. It's kind of hollow. I don't know. Okay. It's probably not hollow anymore. They must have actually just took it out, because before it was hollow. But yeah, there was a garbage can that was right here. So a lot of people, they would actually put themselves in there. That's probably why they took it out, because a lot of people would just put themselves in there and they'd get stuck or just play in it or something. So yeah. And I remember too, it's like, you know, this was elementary school, And you know, like a lot of shows that we used to watch back in the day, like Hannah Montana and stuff like that, you know, we'd be excited. We'd be like, okay, I can't wait to get home, watch an episode of Sunny with a Chance, The Sweet Life, Hannah Montana. It's like, I can remember those days, and now it's just like, those days are gone, and now all those childhood shows that we used to watch, even like High School Musical, we used to watch that, and now they're all on Disney Plus, so we can relive our childhood. But good times. Also have like another garden over here, and then actually they never had this fence here before. They actually changed that too. It used to be a brick wall. There was like a crack in the wall or whatever, so I guess that's why they kind of took it out and then put a fence here. So, and I remember too, when we were in elementary school, say, okay, the wall wasn't like up to here, but it was like probably up to like where this pole is or this pole. They would want us to stay behind the wall. Want us to stay behind it because they wanted us to wait till the bell would ring before we would actually go to class. But a lot of the kids, they were in a rush to get either, you know, into this door over here. This door would a lot of times have a tornado kind of too, because leaves would always stay there and they would have a tornado. They'd go crazy. But oh, and over here, I gotta tell you a story about over here too, but I'll come back to that in a minute. So yeah, with this wall, it's just like, well, now it's a fence, but yeah, they would always want us to stay behind the wall, and they wouldn't want us to go to class yet. And I guess they put this fence here probably maybe when I was like in middle school or so. Well, it took the wall out, expanded the fence. I think it's even longer out that way too, because I think it would like kind of stay by the grass, the wall would be. But now they kind of have like an open part of the fence over here too. Well, there's the opening of the fence, because I guess they'll have like maybe trucks come in here and stuff. More Foursquare. There is hopscotch over here. There's some right over there, but there was some more over here. They must have redid this too. So I know they redid this. It's kind of like a parking lot, but it's not a parking lot. I know they redid this because it was like darker, I noticed one time. So I think they might need to redo it again, because there's like a crack right there. There was actually a tree right here before. Now they kind of like patched it up. You can kind of see because it's like a circle. So, but yeah. Bench fell over. We would sometimes play kickball at those baseball fields over there, and or baseball or softball, like even during gym, or sometimes like when we would be in recess, we would go over there. There was also like during the winter time when it would snow, they would actually shove all the snow up on this hill here, and we would actually just like play on it and everything during the winter, and they would have sleds. So back to like what I was talking about over here, they would have the sleds in there and everything like that, and then we would take the sleds and go up on the hill. Here they would have the sleds. Now it looks like they just kind of have like kickballs and goals. Those are big bowls. But yeah, and then they have some flags over here and cones. They're for patrolling. About patrolling, when I was in 5th grade, only 5th graders can patrol. So they're basically, they have the flags, and they can actually go to the crosswalks and like patrol the kids, so they don't get like run over or something like that. So they would have the flag, they'd go on the street with the flag and stop the traffic for coming, and then kids would walk across the street then to go home or whatever. We would do that the beginning of the day and the end of the day. So like before school started and after school started, or after when school was done. So we would just grab the flags and wear some vests or like coats or something like that, especially coats like during the winter or when it was raining out. Also too, they have this line here, so like if they do end up letting you go free through the fence, the tornado come through. See, that's what the leaves will do. But anyway, yeah. So when they would have the kids come through the wall or the fence, when the wall was there, but now it's a fence, so it's like when they come through, they can line up, but they can't pass this line. So we would line up either at that door or over there. I don't know how they do it now. Also with the patrolling, so like every Friday, because since we would do patrolling, they would actually give us like a treat. So they would like give us like a pop, like we got to choose what we want for the prize, like if we wanted a pop or if we wanted like candy or chips or something. So that's pretty much what they did. So because like my friend, she actually was patrolling and I kind of wanted to do it because, well, more for the prize. Because, you know, when you're a kid, you kind of do stuff for prizes, you know, so. But yeah, that's what I basically would have done or did and everything, so. And then I also remember we would have like book fairs. That was like the best part too, even of elementary school. The book fairs, and we had like assemblies. We also had stuff like that would happen during the weekend. It was like they would bring bounce houses and put them in the gym and everything, or because actually this school had 2 gyms, but they never really used the other gym for gym class. And gym class, of course, in elementary school was fun. Then you got to middle school and you're like, nope. So and then but yeah, with the bounce houses, it's like they did stuff like maybe for charity, I think it was. That's probably why they had those there and everything. This is the new playground that they made, and the other one's over there. But that one right over there is a one they made like when I was probably in like, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd grade or something like that. I don't know what these things are. Maybe like put your kids in there and them playing in there or something like that. I'm not really sure, because I started seeing more of those things, and I don't know why there's a cart over there, but over here the kindergarteners would be over here, but I don't know if it's like that anymore. So, but yeah, hopscotch, and then there is like I think probably 2 more or something over there, but now they kind of got rid of those. So, and I was told too that like they actually don't do the sledding over here anymore apparently, because I guess someone went down on the snow hill and then they hit their head on the basketball hoop. Here's the other playground, and with this playground, when they first made it, they actually had wood chips in here. Hard to believe that, but they must have cleaned it all up, because it actually was like on the ground here. But they had wood chips starting out with. Then they put rubber tire chip things in here too. They had those in here for the longest time. I think they got rid of the wood chips because I guess kids would like get hurt and they would get dirty all the time. So then they changed it to the rubber ones. Here's one right here. This is what one of the rubber pieces looked like. They had red and black of these, so I guess they're from like tires or something. So I guess they got rid of these and then they put this in. They have this pretty much in like every playground now, and they got this actually over there too. These things, these were actually fun. You would like hang on to it. They would actually kind of like bounce. So you'd like hang on to it, be like, woohoo! Yeah, this playground was kind of fun. And then this one, you step on it, you just kind of bounce yourself. Now it's bouncing because I got off. These things actually used to be yellow. You'd like, hello! You'd yell in it, hello! Yeah, a lot of memories of this playground too. I remember trying to like cross this monkey bar thing. It's easy to climb up on this now because I'm taller now. Oh, also, we got a yellow one right there. Rock climbing. So you come up here. I remember a lot of kids too, they would put their feet like on here on both sides and stand and probably like walk up. But I'm not gonna do that right now. Then they have a spirally slide. This actually used to be a closed slide, but then they took that out and because people were like climbing on it and climbing up on it, so then they got rid of it and put this in. The playground that used to be over there, they changed a lot of stuff over there, but then now they took it all away. Now they got this one over there. They recently put this door in here because this door actually never used to be here, so it's like a door and then another door. Those doors never used to be here, and then they kind of recently expanded this and put this sidewalk in here. And then you come down here, even down here they've kind of changed it. This line actually never used to be here either. They had like a orange spray paint line though, right there at this line. But, so, it's kind of like a zigzag. But, yeah, I guess probably can't pass the line. I don't know why they never wanted us to pass the line. Oh yeah, the orange line, I guess, was right here. You can kind of see it. So, I think they expanded this too a little bit. But, I remember it was like right here and you couldn't pass the line. Otherwise, they'd be like, back up. Now they probably have you back up a lot more because there's a line over here, so that's what I'm guessing it is. This sidewalk over here actually never used to be over there either. They recently put that in. Then they actually had a tree that was sitting right here too that gave a lot of shade, but they took that out, it looks like. So this door was here before too, but like I said, it's just like they just had this orange line. I could go back to elementary school sometimes. Elementary school was pretty fun because, you know, you're a kid and you're enjoying life and everything. Now it's just like you're older. Even when you got to middle school or high school, you're just like, I'd rather still be in elementary school, you know? So, but, I mean, because when you get to middle school and high school, you're kind of almost like grown up in a way. You're not a kid really anymore. I mean, you're a teenager, but you're just not like a kid. Not playing with toys anymore. You're not really, I mean, you're still having fun, but not like the fun like you used to do. You won't get to like watch a lot of the shows that used to be on, the shows that you enjoyed when you were younger, watching cartoons and everything. Even when I was younger, I will say I did watch Family Guy when I was younger, but that was mostly because of my sisters. So, because they would watch it, and of course I'd be in there too, and I would just watch it too. So I kind of forgot to mention too, so like the front entrance I was saying, that's actually where they actually pick up the kids now. I mean, they actually did that before too, but over here where I said the buses used to be, they actually not, well, they're kind of over here still, but not totally over here. I mean, I think the buses are actually at the front entrance too, but also over here. So the buses used to be in this parking lot. Now they're not over here anymore. They're just in the road, and I don't think that's really that safe, because I mean, yeah, they're parked in the road, but it's like, come on. And I guess the reason they moved the buses was because, you know, there was a lot of parents coming through. So the parents park in this parking lot over here and also over here to pick up their kids. So, and then the front entrance also too. You know, when I was in elementary school, like parents would pick up the kids in the front entrance, and yeah, it was crowded a lot of times and stuff, but that's probably a lot better and safer than doing what they're doing kind of now. So, but I mean, yeah, there are cars over here. Sometimes it can be crowded over here too. Like, I've seen it like that, because when I picked up that little girl, it's just like, it was crazy, especially during the winter time. But yeah, that was my schools that I went to, my high school and my elementary one. So this is probably the end of the vlog then, or it is. So like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.